I should have grabbed my water. Ooh, this is washing out. Not sure. Facebook world, good afternoon on this Saturday. We are cold. I don't know why I always change my voice. What is up with that? I have a little one that is trying to get into my film. Is that better? Is that better, Facebook world? All right. So can you hear me and can you see me properly? I tried to set up where there's better lighting, like natural lighting, and I don't know if I look washed out. I see my husband is on. I love you, baby. Okay, do I look like I'm washed out? Hello, lovely. Okay, let me see. Is this better? It's fine? I look okay? How's my hair? You like my hair? Okay, cool. Sweet. So we are January, and the reason that I love January so much is because there is so much pump and hope for setting goals and getting after what we want in life, all those big dreams, all that stuff. It is fabulous. So this is what I love the most about January. I don't do New Year's resolutions, so if you didn't see the video that I posted probably like a week ago, all about choosing a word, I like to do that instead. I like to choose a word that I'm going to use to project my energy for the next 12 months to come. Last year was all about grit. This year is all about joy. So yeah, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I respect those who do. And seeing that many people do use New Year's resolutions, and even if you don't, I think this is applicable to anybody. Hey, Jose, we are going to talk about the mindset. So we're going to do like a mama's mindset reset kind of month. I'm going to commit to doing 21 videos in probably 21 days-ish. I don't know if they'll be consecutive. That's what I mean. But I'm going to commit to doing 21 videos talking all about things on how we can reframe our mindset, because mindset is huge. So the first thing I want to talk about today, and the reason I got so pumped up is because I'm filming videos for my FFA private coaching groups. So, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump on live right now. I got the kids busy downstairs. You should see they made a gingerbread house and I let them totally destroy it and eat it. So they're junked up on sugar. And I'm like, okay, now please be quiet. Mommy needs to make some videos. Good times. Winning at momming, and that's okay. It is cold outside. I can't send them out. So this is what it's going to be. I'm on a beanbag too, and I'm not sure if this is the best seating, but whatever. So mindset month. I'm not sure everybody's good. You hear me? Give me some likes. You see me good? Because I feel like I look washed out. And I don't know if the internet cut out. Is there still movement? Okay, good. Good, because sometimes the internet connection's here. All right, so mindset month. Day one. Let's talk about the mindset of unfollowing. Now, hear me out. There are so many, and I do a lot of talks to women and to young girls about what it's like to follow somebody else because we want to emulate them, we want to be like them. I get it. I've done it. I used to be one that I would make those dream boards, which I think are awesome, but I would cut out pictures of other women that I wanted to look like and stick that on my board. Now, I look back at that and I realize, just because I've done a lot of, that mindset growth and that shift where it's like, man, we should never want to be another woman. We're not her. We're not her story. We are us, and we can just choose to be the best us that we can. So the talk that I'm giving you today is about the unfollow, why that is important. If you are following people on your feed, either through Facebook or on Instagram, even YouTube, or whatever platform you play on, and you tend to fall into like I call it like the black hole, where you all of a sudden lose easy 15 minutes, sometimes more, just scanning and like really like, it's like creeper status, okay, where you're just on that page and you really need to like know everything about this girl. Listen, how does that make you feel when you get off? So the unfollow, why it's huge. If you are following somebody, you can even think it's for inspiration. So listen, I have Feed That Glow. I totally get it. On my news list, it's relative. I have women signing up all the time, and I have women unfollowing all the time. And you know what? It is good. Why? Because I'm not attached to those outcomes. I'm not attached to the numbers. Sure, I mean, Feed That Glow is slowly growing. It's awesome. But the women who come and hang out with me, they want to be there. So if ever they feel like, you know what, I don't feel like I'm getting anything from that, I think I'm just going to unsubscribe to the mailing list, or I'm just going to stop following. That is awesome. You know why? Because I want the women that are there to want to be there, okay? Now, if you're following anybody on any kind of social media platform and you ask yourself, how do I really feel when I'm following this person? Like, do I start to question my own self-worth? Like, you know, if you go on mom blogs, like, I don't do that anymore because I was like, man, I'm really winning at this mom life. Like, you know, anytime you feel like you're being less than, that is a good indication to say bye-bye and unfollow. Okay, so your homework that I'm going to give you for today is going to be to unfollow a minimum of 5 to 10 accounts. Now, it could be on social media, so Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, Twitter, I don't care. Or it could be on news lists. And if it happens to be Feed That Glow, don't worry, we're fine. I'll be fine. I want you just to question, what are you really getting out of this? Another thing you can use unfollowing for is if you're trying to live a bigger life, and you are following people in your feed who, I mean, and I'm just gonna say it, you guys know I love you, okay? And I'm like honest to a fault. If you're following people on your feeds and all you're seeing is negativity, it's always negative, they're always having a struggle. Listen, you can simply go to show less of. I mean, I understand if it's close friends or family or whatever, I get it. We don't want to hurt people's feelings, but in the end, who is hurting? Okay, when you read stuff like that all the time and you feel like down, you feel bummed out, that's a good indication. That is your physiological self telling you, yo, this is not working anymore. You can just go either and unfriend, unfollow, or hide. Okay, Facebook has that option now where you can hide or you can pause people. And I think that that's a really good thing, because if you look, and again, this is not cause and effect, but there does seem to be a high enough correlation between, you know, the amount of time, they've done studies, the amount of time that we spend on social media and depression, okay? So if you spend a lot of time on social media, you might start to question your own self-worth, okay? Or you might start to question like, man, I'm not living life like I should be, or man, I'm not. Listen, let's start this year off fresh. Let's start this year off with an awesome mindset. I want you to surround yourself either in person or on your social media platforms with people who inspire and motivate you, people who are living life. Now listen, let me preface this with something. Sometimes, okay, I don't want you following like Caillou's mom, okay? If any mommies on here who knows who Caillou is, that was big when I had my little ones. Listen, Caillou's mom looked like she was on some kind of medication that just kept her permanently happy. This is not real life. I want you to follow people who are real, who are raw. It's okay to have the crap days, okay? It is okay, but look for those people who are like owning it. Like, you know what? Today is not a good day, but that's okay because it's just a day. It's not my life. Right? It's just a minute, it's just an hour. It doesn't have to be like the whole 365 days. So look at surrounding yourself with people who are actually doing stuff. People who are getting themselves back up after being knocked down, right? I don't want you to think that everybody's like, no, we're not going for Caillou's mom. We're going for real people. Real people who motivate, inspire you. Real people who you're like, man, if I met that person in real life, we'd be like best friends, okay? I have a lot of people I follow on my social media accounts that I'm like, we could totally kick it in real life, like if we weren't so far. That's the kind of feeling I want you to have. So if you're on your platforms and you're not having that feeling, but instead you're having the, man, she's so pretty. Oh, she's such a good organizer. Oh, like her house is so perfect, or her kids are so well behaved. If you're asking yourself questions like that, or you're having narratives like that in your head, I'm going to tell you right now, that is not healthy. That is not a healthy mindset. The minute you start to question your own self-worth compared to somebody else's, that's not healthy. So your homework will be to unsubscribe from 5 to 10 people or accounts. Just unsubscribe. If you're on news lists and they, they're not feeding you, unsubscribe. You can always go back later. All we're trying to do is to really set yourself up in a position where you're more in your power. I've actually had online clients where I've told them, listen, no social media, get off. Take a weekend break. Take a weekend break, take a week break, get off. I've had one client where I had her get off. She could commit to 20 days and I made her rethink it to get to 30. Now, the mindset that we worked in those days, amazing, okay? Before she decided to jump back on, and she was like a whole other person. So it's very important. Your health, your mental health, it's very important, okay? So yes, I am a body positive coach. I do mindset work, I do nutrition, I do fitness, but ultimate health is all of this. It's not just a body size or a shape, or it's not just whatever. It's the whole package. And I want you to know you are the whole package. You are not broken. You're rocking it. You might feel a little bit lost, and guess what? We all do from time to time. So today, or actually this weekend, take some time to figure out who is feeding you. I want it to be a positive feed forward cycle, and that's your day one mindset reset. Yes. It's true, Jose. I've had to do that so often, and actually what I'm doing now, just to stay more focused, especially seeing that I do my Stack the Wins myself. So if anybody is looking to be productive, I'm going to talk about this I'm not sure which day it is. It's written in here. My Stack the Wins, it's actually part of it. It's part of my one thing that I need to do today is to go through. So what I've been doing is every email I get, it's like, do I want to be on this list anymore? No, bye. Do I want to be on this list? No, bye. And what's so interesting is I know friends. I have friends who have on their, I'm using my phone, but on their phone, if you look at the mail icon, they have well over 3,000 emails. And they tell me they're not stressed. I see that number and I'm like, oh my God, that would cause me anxiety. Like when I have clients emailing me, or even just newer subscribers asking me questions, people asking me questions about my programs and all this stuff, I want to get to it. So it's like, clear it, get that box clear. Now, I would just unsubscribe. Obviously, these people are on too many lists, and it's okay. You can say goodbye. You can get off. It's all relative. So yes, as somebody who does online coaching, I have an online business. When I look at the unsubscribes, I'm not even attached to it. I can't even tell you who is on my list because I'm not in that back end, because I'm not attached to the number. And I can tell you, all coaches who are doing it for the right reasons, we're doing it because we want to inspire and impact. We want to have that kind of intention with our people. We want our people on our lists. So we're not attached to who is on and who is not. So if they leave, that's cool. I'm not even paying attention. It's all relative. You get new subscribes, you get unsubscribes. It's all relative. We should never be attached to that number. Or I'm letting you know, the online coaches, we're not attached to it. It's not, yes, our business is growing. It takes time to grow. Trust is we're in the trust business. So I want you to trust me. If you're on my list and you're not feeling it, that's okay, darling. Say goodbye and we're cool. If you're following my page and you're having a moment, that's okay. You could say goodbye. I'm just explaining it from an online business approach. So you are more than that. I want you to understand that you're more than a number. When I to my tribe, they're more than a number to me. So I want to cultivate that community. I want to pump them up. So I would feel horrible if somebody's on my list just because they feel like they need to be. So the unfollow is awesome to me. When I see I have unsubscribes, it's cool. They knew that they got what they needed and they left. They figured out maybe it wasn't for them anymore, and that's cool. And maybe they'll come back and maybe they won't. The point of this whole thing is I want you to be where you feel good. I want you to be where you feel man, I'm living my best life. If I met that person in real life, we would kick it, So that is Mindset Day 1. And if you want to share any insights you get from that, that'd be sweet. I will be back on tomorrow for day 2. I might do it on the Feed That Glow page. I'm going to see where I'm going with this, either on my personal or my Feed That Glow, but I thought I'd do it on my personal page today because I have many people on this page, and I wanted you to know you were more than that. So if you're not feeling it, just unsubscribe. If it's a close family or a friend and you don't want to hurt their feelings, I mean, Facebook gives us so many great options where you can just, you know, unfollow or take a break or whatever it is, or hide, see less of this. Really, like, pay attention to who you're hanging out with, especially online. And we're going to talk about that toxic people stuff. Like, I have like some real good juicy stuff to share about that, but that's going to be day, I forget what, I'd have to look at my Stack the Wins, but that's all I got. So I'm not sure if there's questions. Very good, Louise. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I want you women to rock this very cold day. At least there's a beautiful sun. I'm going to get back to working for Food Freedom Academy, which is still available. I should also say that that bonus of getting the online coaching, the 8 weeks of online coaching, that bonus is only sticking around till January 20th. So that bonus will be gone. That's the $97 one. I'm going to take that away. The 8 weeks, I'm going to take that away. I might bring it back, but it's going to go. And instead, Food Freedom Academy is always going to be available. You jump on, you purchase the book, you get added into the Academy, and you run through it as you see fit. You'll get 8 weekly video lessons in your inbox. And it's just learning all about food and about body and about how to take up more space in your body and take up more space in your life, because you're more than that. So that is what I got for you today. So feed your body, feed your mind, feed that glow. Peace, love, beauties.